What's going on? Today we're going to talk about what is a hybrid and how does it work. Now, talking specifically about vehicles, hybrid is combining two things together. You take a gas motor and add in an electric motor at that point in time, dividing up the job the two are doing. Now, when you get into a hybrid vehicle, you do not change any of your normal habits of driving. You don't have to change how you gas it or put anything to it, and you drive it the same, so you don't have to specifically change how you would drive. At that time, it's still a gas motor, so takes the job and splits it between a gas and an electric motor inside of a hybrid. Now, normally you'd have a Camry that does 203 horsepower, it's all gas, so that gas motor is putting out the 203 horsepower. Now, in a hybrid vehicle, you have it divert between an electric motor and a gas motor. You actually gain a little bit more horsepower out of the vehicle overall, so total 208 horsepower output, but that's going to be diverted between 118 horsepower electric motor and 176 horsepower gas motor. Now, that then affects drive feeling. So when you're utilizing this electric motor is when you're going to be burning the most gas. Now, an object in motion tends to stay in motion, and an object in rest tends to stay at rest. So bringing an object from rest and making it have motion is where you burn the most amount of gas. We divert that to the electric motor. At that point in time, the electric motor will go from about 0 to 20, utilizing 118 of its power to break that threshold, and now it'll convert to the gas to get up to speed at that point in time, switching between the two as necessary to increase fuel efficiency. Now, conversely, as we got the vehicle up to speed, when we slow down the vehicle in a hybrid, we're going to have regenerative braking. So when I hit the brakes or take my foot off the gas, the regenerative braking will engage. And when I slow the vehicle from 60 to about 10, 15 miles per hour, I will be utilizing magnets. I'm not going to be using the brake pads in the vehicle. That's to charge the battery that powers the electric motor. At that point in time, throughout driving, the engine may kick on to charge the motor, the braking may do the job of charging the motor. It will know how to operate in order to give you the best fuel efficiency. Gaining from a standard 203 horsepower engine that gets 32 miles combined to an engine that gets 208 horsepower and 52 miles combined. So vast increase, 20 miles per gallon just in the same vehicle if we're talking. Now, as far as the feeling, when you push the pedal on a hybrid vehicle, that 0 to 20 feels pretty fun. It's like when you turn your blender on. It doesn't slowly get up to speed. Your blender kicks right on. So at that point in time, it's a direct current. That means like direct energy. At that point in time, you feel more power when you push the pedal. That's what torque is. That's like when they rate engines with torque. So you feel a little torquey, and then at that point in time, once you get up to speed, you have the power of the gas. And then you brake to slow the vehicle down. Now that gives you cost savings over time, gas and labor. If you're leasing a car, not so much labor, but if you're owning the car, you're going to enjoy some of the savings. At that point in time, your regenerative braking, normally get your braking done, your brakes changed at 30K. You probably get them changed upwards of 90K you can push, depending on how hard you're pushing them, things like that. So a few other criteria there. As far as gas savings, I did a 15K a year person and just did standard. I did the 32 miles, divided that into the 15K. I got 468 gallons, and then did the same thing for someone who had a car that got 52. That was 288, a 180 gallon difference. Times 225, which at the time of making this video, it's 10 cents over that actually, so I did an underestimate. At that point in time, it saved you over $400 a year. Now, you own the car for 10 years, it's times 10, that's $4,000. It's part of the car at that point in time that you just bought. So when you get a hybrid, it does give you some of these savings, and it doesn't change necessarily your same habits. So people who are often hesitant to go into a hybrid or think, oh, it doesn't benefit me, truly, if you're going to be doing some mileage, it's worth that small price difference in the grand scheme of things. It may seem large as far as $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 on a sticker, but when you enjoy the savings of how much it costs to get your brakes done, how less you'll have to get them done, and how much it would save your pocket gas-wise if you're doing a substantial amount of mileage, it really can benefit you to be in a hybrid. I hope this video explained a few things at this point in time. Enjoy the rest of your day. DeanandSomeCars.com, and check out some other videos if you have any questions or are looking for a new Toyota. enjoy the day.